victory for Berridge over Iliev. Fight number 4 on tonight's card. Kevin Lay to take on Jeff Llanes. It's Nuggets Thai Boxing Gym, Queensland versus J&I Ringside Gym in Sydney. An interstate clash hammer at 60 kilos.
Well, it's Queensland versus New South Wales. Kevin Lay is at 9 fights for 5 wins. And I tell you what, a very tough competitor is Kevin Lay. Ventured over to Thailand with us some years ago. Did some hard training over there and he's come back better than ever.
And this is Jeff Llanes from the J&I Ringside Gym here in Sydney. 6-3 is the record on Jeff Llanes.
Well,
and both of these men, on paper at least, hammer very well matched.
Well, you know when Jeff Llanes steps in the centre ring, it's always going to be a war. He is a very tough competitor and a very skillful fighter as well from J&I.
95 kilograms, trained by Nugget from NTG Queensland. 9 bouts for 5 victories. Please make welcome Kevin Lay. And his opponent this evening across the ring will fight from the red corner at 62.9 kilograms. Trained by John Ianu from the J&I Ringside Gymnasium. 9 bouts for 6 victories. He hails from Holsworthy, New South Wales. Please make welcome Jeff Llanes.
Very popular Jeff Llanes with J&I, promoter and trainer in the corner here tonight, and we are set for 5-2, a 60-kilo lightweight bout, modified Thai rules.
That's all I ask. Good luck. Keep it clean, eh? To the corners.
You can see the massive height and reach advantage going the way of Jeff Llanes. Nugget, Mr. Muay Thai himself in the corner there of Kevin Lay. The voice, Michael Chavello. And the hammer, Mark Castanini with you folks from the Hurstville Civic Centre. It is better than ever. Hammer, there's been good promotions, but this one is better.
This one's better than ever from John Inu, J&I Promotions.
J&I should get a job naming Van Damme films, Hammer. He's great for those B-grade straight-to-video films. J&I would be the great namer.
Well, certainly a good card ahead on the night, and this one warming up to be a great fight. I think the other two guys have met before, and it went the way of Jeff Llanes, if my memory serves me correctly. And also Jeff in the past has fought Flip Street in a very tough battle. The Jeff with the white shorts with the red trim, Kevin white shorts with the blue. So both these men just seeing what each other has to offer here in the first round. The hands there from Kevin Lay. Outside thigh kick from Jeff Llanes. Gets out of the way of the right hand from Lay. He's a nuggety little fighter. Lay takes a sweet right hand to the side of the jaw and just stands there and throws down here on the bigger Jeff Llanes. Beautiful turning left hook from Lay. Didn't follow up though, should have cut underneath perhaps, Hammer, after that beautiful left. Yeah, he'll get nice and comfortable, Kevin, and start to work his leg kicks. He's got good solid, especially rear leg roundhouse kicks, and he'll start to drive them on. And I know all the Darwin boys, Mick Siebert and all the crew up in Darwin will be having a close look at Kevin, former training partner. Obviously Kevin now based in Queensland, but he's very close with all the Darwin crew. So big hello to all the boys, Mick and all the boys up in a very warm Northern Territory.
Glancing right hand again there from Kevin Lay. All tied up, no knees coming into play. Referee's going to separate these two, and he does.
I believe Mick Siebert having a big promotion up there in Darwin soon too. So I keep an eye out. If you're up in Darwin, keep an eye out for that one. Coming your way very, very soon.
Into the first round, we go to the towels. Nugget in the corner of Kevin Lay and Johnny Ainu in the corner of Jeff Llanes.
Well, good even first round. Just both fighters working closely. Jeff already going for the downward elbow onto the collarbone. Starting to get the elbows working early. Kevin looking for a good solid power base and looking for the big power shots. This one's going to settle to be a very interesting battle, I feel.
Still to come on tonight's card, folks. Stay with us. Asha the Basher takes on Simone Hayder in what should be a blockbuster women's event. Thor Hoopman and Wissam Al Dahabi in the heavyweights battle. Also, Maddie Reid and Daniel Richards should be a cracker. And at main event, Dane Daddy Cool Beecham taking on Kim Lamai from the Koh Samui WMC camp in Thailand. international battle as our main event. Only about an hour and 15 minutes away. Great crowd on hand here yet again in Hurstville. And certainly Kevin Blanche and Cedric Congega kicking us off earlier on. And these two men are keeping the action going in centre ring. It's the handiwork here of the shorter lay versus the legwork of Kevin Llanes.
Well, it is good to see Cedric in that first battle back in the centre ring. You've got to remember Cedric's had about 5 fights as opposed to Kevin Blanche's 22. So, you know, Cedric, big heart from him taking on a much more experienced Kevin Blanche. Who, geez, Kevin's been around forever and a day, Blanchy. And always a strong grappler and a very strong competitor, just as these two men in centre ring are right now, with Llanes going forward yet again. But he hasn't really used his reach as much as I would have thought. Voice, I'd like to see Llanes stay on the outside a little bit more and use his reach a bit more and then get in the grapple and work the knees.
Both of these men have 9 fights, 5 and 4 Kevin Lay, 6 and 3 Jeff Llanes. And he must have heard your hammer, because Jeff Llanes starting to work the knees, and there was another downward elbow off the left arm, just looking to crack that trapezius area, deltoid area of Kevin Lay. Jab 2 from Lay. Certainly has the power in the hands, does Kevin Lay. Unfortunately,